All right, so I'm here today talking to Kevin Goering, who's the from our friends from McKinsey are going to be helping us out with the summit, and they're doing the technology piece. I'm real happy to have Kevin here today, talk a little bit about what they're going to do. But first, Kevin, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can kind of get into some of the specifics.
Eric, thank you. Thrilled to be here and looking forward to the summit. I think a little bit about myself, born and raised in California, Central Valley, over the hills there in Fresno, and bounced around the globe a bit, in the military for about 10 years, a submarine officer in the nuclear Navy. And then I've been at McKinsey now about 11 years. McKinsey, currently our North American manufacturing lead. So I do a lot of work in transformations of companies, figuring out what technologies and data and information is needed to really take manufacturing to the next century. So it's been fun doing that at scale, and taking some of the learnings that we're getting from around the world and bringing them to companies around here.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about the summit, I think. So we wanted to talk about the future of improvement, technology, and people. You're bringing some of the exposure to some of the advanced technologies you're seeing with companies, and there's this thing about the global lighthouse project and stuff that I'm real curious about here. But maybe you could give people a little preview as to why they should come hear about this stuff.
Perfect. Yeah. So, at McKinsey, a global consulting firm, we get a lot of exposure through kind of hands-on transformations and working with companies to take from kind of analog and conventional lean up to the next stage of Industry 4.0. So we learn a lot that way. But I think about 5 years ago, we also realized we really wanted to take a leap here. So we set up a partnership with the World Economic Forum about 4 or 5 years ago now, where it's kind of a joint World Economic Forum McKinsey effort where we've said, look, this is a big changing world right now that we're in when it comes to manufacturing and technology use. So how do we learn as much as we can, as quickly as we can, and try to spread the word so that we're not stuck here? What we saw immediately is 70% or so of companies are kind of stuck in the mud. We're calling it pilot purgatory, trying a lot of digital things, and it's not working so well. So we went out over the course of about a year with the World Economic Forum and developed this global lighthouse network, where we started looking at what companies are doing this well. And there was a filtering process. We started with thousands of companies and got it down initially, I think, to like the 20 companies that were doing this well. Yeah. It has grown over the years. We just got up to 103 facilities around the world that are kind of designated lighthouses for this World Economic Forum Lighthouse Partnership that we've got. In doing that, I think it's interesting to kind of say, hey, these companies are out there and there's 103 of them. More interesting to say, what are they doing well and how have they differentiated themselves? So your question on the summit and kind of what we're going to talk about, I think we'd love to kind of say, hey, what are those 103 companies in this global lighthouse network? What have they done well? What have they figured out that others haven't, that have kind of got them out of this pilot purgatory? What are some of the technologies they're trying? What are some of the enablers they're using so that we're not kind of out there shooting in the wind, trying to find some cool technology that's going to fix everything, but rather do it in a pretty specific, targeted way. So that's what we'll share a little bit. We'll have that kind of as a key component of the introductory session, and then we'll have some breakouts where we talk about some of the details behind it.
Yeah, Kevin, I am so looking forward to this. I know McKinsey is donating their time to help us out with these sort of things. It's a kind of a give back to the community, specifically here on the Central Coast. And I'm just glad you guys are going to help us out with this. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks so much. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, it's fun to take that information and kind of spread it back in the local community. And we got to get good at this. The United States is a bit behind overall. And so as a country, I think we've got some work to do, and I'd love to see it kind of spur and continue to take off here in California too. So thrilled to be part of this and looking forward to the session.
Yeah, and I want everybody to look forward to coming to the summit here on the Central Coast. It's going to be April 25th and 26th. And Kevin, we'll see you then. Take care.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.